was a really bad fall. Had to go to a hospital. Oh, it was very scary. I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is I am finally housed, yay, for the next 30 days. Because I don't trust life much, but for the next 30 days, I have a home. Hopefully I get to keep it. I'm so tired. I got very excited. I hope I find my other cat. Please send good wishes. And visualize her back in my arm. I went to look for her yesterday for 3 hours. I've left scent trails, bribed the neighborhood strays with food because, there's something called a cat network or a scent network where cats will, communicate with each other. I felt like a dark romance hero that can't take no for an answer. I am so exhausted, but I'm happy that at least I get to give her a house in case she decides to show up. I asked the car wash people and security guards if they've seen her. They confirmed sighting yesterday, but I didn't find her yet. It's been almost 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. I'm so happy that I get to have a home. I'm a bit, still can't absorb it that finally I get to sleep and I know where I'll be the next 30 days. It's been a month and a half of instability. So I've earned it. Fair and square. So yeah, it's a cute house. I'll show you a tour if you guys are interested. It's a studio apartment, very cute, very cozy. I still haven't moved all of my stuff, but let's say 80 to 90%. I don't have a lot of stuff, so everything I own can fit in about 1 backpack and 1 suitcase and 1 laptop bag. Yeah. I try to keep it light because my life is very unstable and I move around a lot. That is, of course, if you don't count my cat's letterbox and their stuff, which is in another bag. I really don't mean to be a party pooper, but I feel very lonely, very, very lonely and sad. I'm so sorry. I know this is supposed to be a happy video that I'm finally homed after so many weeks of instability, of sleeping on living room floors, sleeping in cars, sleeping in hotel rooms, not knowing where I'll be tomorrow. And I find peace in that, and I find calm. When I was living in my car, my solace was I've hit rock bottom. There's nothing that can be taken away from me anymore. But now, which is I guess is a hospital, everyone was very kind. It was very nice. I felt like a doll. Because when I fell and I slipped and fell, and the fall completely was directed at my head, I didn't break my fall with anything. And I started to call for help, but there was no one there in the parking lot. And then I dragged myself to the reception, telling them that I'm going to a hotel, because it happened as I was getting ready to check out. I was packing everything, getting ready to check out, and then that's when it happened. The hotel people, I would have filed a lawsuit because the step was slippery and I slipped on it a lot of times when I was in the hotel. But I don't have money to file, so they get away with it, as mostly people. So, I could have made some money. I'm so evil. No, I was really thinking, like, what if someone who's an elder slipped and fell? They would have a hard time getting better. But the hotel was nice. They sent me with the hotel driver to the hospital. And one of the ladies, very sweet, gave me a jacket to cover up because I was wearing a short dress and like a kind of, it's a cute dress. Maybe I'll show it to you guys one day. Very flirty. It has kiss prints all over it. I love it. It's my favorite dress. And so I knew that if I went to a hospital dressed in my flirty dress, I won't be taken seriously, or I would probably get an attitude, because I live in a very conservative place. Or let's say I was in a very conservative side of town. So when I arrived there, I felt like a doll, because I was very pliant and I was in a wheelchair being dragged from place to place, but it felt so good. It felt like when you're a child and your parents are, pushing you in your stroller, and like when they move you from if you fell asleep watching TV. Sorry about my cat, I can't do anything, she's too stubborn. When they move you from the living room to the bedroom, it's nice. That's how I felt. I liked it. Oh, 1 second. Oops, sorry about the noises. I really, really liked it. I liked feeling, I don't know, is this kinky? Sorry. But I liked, oh, hi baby. Hi cutie boy. Yeah, Missy has been through it with me. I've dragged her across cities on 2 hours drives. I've put her in multiple bed boardings. She had to stay in parking lots with me. See, she agrees. It's been hard, right, Missy? She's purring. I love her. I love her so much. You have no idea how much I love this good. Well, I kinda do. She's so cute. I hope I find Fluffy. I'm so exhausted. Anyways, so yeah. So I don't know if it's like kinky or what. I'm not saying just like be very highly attentive. But for today, I was so exhausted and disoriented by my fall that I didn't even have the, like, I couldn't argue. And people responded to me quite different. So from the women staff, I brought out maternal instincts because I was so doll-like and pliant, kind of like a child. And even the male staff, they're like, they almost got like, I don't know, what's the word, protective or fatherly, or like one guy at the vending machine took my money and he would not let it go until I got my hot chocolate. It was so adorable. Like, I've never had people react to me like that. It was quite funny. And I got to be childlike a little bit. So yeah. It felt very nice. I don't know. The idea of being, I don't know. Maybe you guys can relate, maybe you don't. Do not have to worry about anything. Do not have to decide anything. Do not have to even move. Like, it's nice for an hour and two, but I think, So yeah. It felt really good. Especially that I'm mostly alone. Like, even I had to take I had to drag myself down to the reception after taking a huge hit. My head bled a little bit. I've done my CT scans. They said they're fine, but I still have a headache. Who cares? I had to drag myself to the hospital, then do all the paperwork by myself, and then drag by myself back. So this is me on my day-to-day life. And then after the hospital, I had to check out from the hotel, move my stuff myself from the car to the house, then get start the handover process, pay, then go back to the vet, pick up Missy from the vet because she stayed there at their hotel, bring her back, make sure she has her litter box, her food, her water. So you get it right. The doll-like, pliant, I don't need to do anything. Let me be a baby for 1 second. I don't know, I hope this is not weird. Maybe it's a bit weird, but if you get it, you get it. I'm gonna close now because Missy's not gonna let me finish this. And I'm trying to relax you all. Bonne nuit, je t'aime, je dors. I love you so much.